Aries for Thursday. All right, Father, what do you have for Aries for Thursday, Father? Aries for Thursday. Ooh, we got two cards. 7 of Swords and the 10 of Cups. Ooh, what are you lying to yourself presently at this moment about, okay? I'm seeing that you're telling yourself that you're unhappy right now, but you're not appreciating the small things in life here. With the 10 of Cups and the 7 of Swords is like deceiving. You know, somebody could be deceiving you, deceptive behavior, but I'm seeing that it's you. 10 of Cups talks about living in the present moment, okay? Loving everything right now. I always use this example because the Bible says when you are a good steward over a few things, he'll make you faithful. You know, if you're faithful over a few, he'll make you ruler over many. So that means even if you have a car that you don't really necessarily like right now, treat it like it was a, 2026 Mercedes-Benz, souped up, all the bells and whistles. Treat it as such, okay? So you're not recognizing some of the things presently in your life that you need to be grateful for, okay? Count your blessings, not your problems, is what I just keep hearing here. The Page of Cups and the Justice card. Also be careful of other people lying to you about something that they're going to do, okay? I feel like somebody slipped in a commitment. Somebody may have said that they were going to do something, promised you something, and they didn't deliver here, okay? So just know and take that for what it is. This person really probably meant well, because the Justice card is here, but they'll get what's coming to them just because, especially if they didn't mean well, okay? The Justice card talks about like getting the karma that you planted. If they meant well, then all is well, okay? And they didn't follow through, maybe something happened, things will balance out in their life soon. But if they didn't mean well, then just expect to know that they will be getting the karma that they put out there, okay? Somebody lied to you, guess what? It's not your problem, it's not your fault. Allow things to balance out. Don't try to make things happen because they lied. Now you want to expose them. Now you want to tell people about them. Now you want to talk about them. Be careful, okay? Because the 7 of Swords is here. 7 of Swords is, again, all of that malicious slander, talking to yourself negatively, people talking to you negatively. Be careful, okay? As I split the deck here, we got the Knight of Pentacles. Things are moving, but they're moving slowly. So again, enjoy every moment of it and really, really appreciate where you are right now. Appreciate everything about life right now. Stop telling yourself, okay, soon it's going to get better. Think about now being the better that you choose to see. And you'll see whatever you want to see quicker is what I'm hearing. Okay, Aries? Anyways, again, let things balance out when it comes to anything and anyone. Be truthful and kind to yourself. I hope this information helped and blessed, okay? I don't know. I'm just keeping... I was told to split the deck again. We got the 5 of Swords. Yeah, you're still in your head with a lot of things. Lots and lots of questions. More questions than you got answers to. So, again, with the 10 of Cups being here, don't forget to live in this present moment now. Enjoy life now. Even if you get a good reading where it's like, okay, blessings are on its way and things like that, think of that as now. Say that now. Claim that now. Claim it right now. Okay, Aries? Anyways, that's what I have for you. I hope this information helped and blessed. Don't forget to like the video. I appreciate your time. As always, thank you. Taurus for Thursday. All right. Let's see, Father, what do we have for Taurus? Taurus for Thursday. Oh, Knight of Wands in reverse. I don't know why. Knight of Wands in reverse is like, sometimes it means something different, but it means you feeling a bit spicy, okay? Spicy time is what I'm hearing, okay? You could be really thinking about somebody that you want to have spicy time with, or, really just feeling like that urge to, if you have a partner, like, hey, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm seeing two people in the kitchen like, hey, because you're feeling like that urge right now. Or if you're single, you could be feeling that way, but be careful because I always tell you guys sex is very much so like ritualistic. Sorry, that word. So don't attach yourself to people just because you're feeling the urge or the spiciness down there, okay? Be careful. We got the Ace of Wands. Ooh. More spice. Wands is like that wand. You want to do something with that wand, or you want somebody to do that wand to you. Whatever the case may be, I can't make this up, y'all. Okay, you could be thinking about somebody very sexually. This is high sexual energy here, okay? But with the Two of Swords here, be careful on the decision that you make going forward on who you share your energy with and when you share your energy with that person. Because even if you're in a committed relationship, you might need to put that energy towards something else, towards a passion, towards something that requires your attention right now, okay? Unless, of course, you're married. If you're married, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, y'all in front of Father have agreed to give yourself to each other, you know, and all of that. So none of my business, none of the world's business, but I am seeing that spice, that sexual desire that you're having right now. And with the Star card, you're hoping that your person feels the same way or somebody feels the same way, okay? But again, that Two of Swords is here, so it's like a decision that you're trying to make. Again, if you're not in a committed relationship and, you know, you're trying to decide whether to spend the night at somebody's house or something like that, we got the High Priestess here. It's like something's telling you that's not a good idea, okay? The High Priestess is here. Something's telling you that that's not a good idea. You might be hoping to go, you know, have spicy time with somebody, but it's just maybe not a good idea. That's what I see. That's what I have for you. I hope this information helped and blessed. Thank you so much, Taurus. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Thank you. Don't forget to like the video. Gemini, hello. Okay, let's see, Father, what do you have for Gemini for Thursday? Gemini for Thursday, 9 of Swords. Did you sleep well last night? Or are you having problems sleeping? You know, got a lot of things on your brain right now. Okay. I don't know. I just channeled that song. I don't know if I channeled that for you yesterday. I don't know. It was somebody that I channeled for yesterday that was, must be love on the brain. I don't know if that was you or not. But you got a lot of love on the brain. You got a lot of things on your brain right now. And I feel like you're trying to push them out, but it's so much coming up that you either don't sleep well or you sleep too much or too little. I'm hearing too little. Or like, you know, tossing and turning at night because you have so much on your mind, and some of it has to do with love. I feel like during the day you push it out and you do a successful job of pushing out the thoughts of love or the idea of love or whatever, okay? Even if you're in a relationship, you're like, okay, I gotta focus. But at nighttime, it creeps up on you and you're like, it's so much harder to like ignore this feeling that you have, okay? Page of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. Yeah, like I said, you keep pushing it out because you're focused on money. Page of Pentacles, I tell y'all all the time, Page of Pentacles always means money in hand when I'm reading for most people, okay? Page of Pentacles, money. So your mind is on the money, how to get some more. You could be working a lot, getting that paycheck, you know what I'm saying? Like really, really working on, you know, some kind of money in hand, some kind of physical contact with money right now. But that's why you're guarding your thoughts when it comes to love. 9 of Wands is like, okay, I'm pushing back on that love thing right now, though, because I need this money. I don't know. You could be really stressed about bills, too, right now. I'm just seeing bills being a big thing. Stress, okay? Page of Swords, yes. Clarity on that. That's the truth. Stressed on how I'm going to pay this. And, you know, you're just writing things down. How am I going to pay this? What do I have to do? I feel like you're mapping out something. Like you could be writing them all down and trying to figure out where to get this money. Maybe if I pay off half of this and then put that over there, then, you know, they won't come and turn my stuff off. Is what I'm hearing, okay? But yeah, so it's time you get some rest though, okay? If you have a clear plan, stick to the plan. Do your research on how you can change, you know, some things, what you can pay off and what you can't pay off and whatever else, leave it to Father, because that's all you can do. Serenity, you got to let something go in order to get some rest, especially if your mind is still on this money and trying to make some more. You can't do that with an unclear head. Can't do that with like a sleep. Anyways, stop stressing. That's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope this information helped and blessed. Don't forget to like the video. Thank you so much for your time. Cancer for Thursday. All right. Father, what do you have for Cancer for Thursday? Oh, we got the 4 of Pentacles. All right. We got the Tower card and the 9 of Swords. You're holding on to something tightly, okay? The idea of somebody really, really tightly, and you're not letting it go. But in the back of your mind, you have so much that you're worrying about. 9 of Swords means that you're not getting enough sleep, that you're spending sleepless nights worrying about something or someone, okay? Do you love me? Do you want me? Are you going to call me like you said you would? Is this really your real phone number? I don't know why that just came into my head. That's what I'm hearing too. Part of it is you taking time to yourself, okay, in order to saving your time, your energy, and your money right now. Four of Pentacles speaks on saving time, energy, and money. All right, but while you're doing that, you're wondering, is your love life, like, while you have that on pause, while you have that on hold, do they still care about you? Do they still think about you? This is giving like a breakdown. This is a breakdown moment of like, dang, I really want to be with somebody, but I'm rebuilding right now. I'm rebuilding. And then part of this is like your emotional turmoil going on. As I split the deck, we got the King of Swords and the Two of Cups. King of Swords talks about, like, making plans in order to reunite with somebody. You could be, even if it's somebody that you're in a relationship with, you're making plans to come back to them. You're making plans to, okay, we're going to have our time together. You just got to give me a minute. Like, I'm hearing, give me some space while I map this out. I put this into perspective for me. King of Swords talks about like planning and putting things together, like analyzing. But sometimes you overanalyze because you go to sleep at night still worrying about everything. Not only your money, but you're worried about your relationship. You're worried. All right. Am I enough? Do I have enough? Can I stop now? You're rebuilding for sure, because we got the Tower rebuilding. All right. And we got the Five of Wands. So much conflict in your head. I'm telling you all these questions. Five of Wands. I tell y'all that all the time. It's inner conflict. Sometimes it's outer conflict, but I'm hearing that this is inner conflict, especially when I see the Seven of Swords. Boom, inner conflicts, okay? This is you having so much in your head, okay? 222 on a timer. You want this reunion. You want some love. You want this connection. You want to get closer to somebody. But right now, you got so much going on in your head, okay? Get some sleep. Make sure you get some sleep. Make sure you get some sleep, okay? And put your worries aside, cast your worries to the side. Make sure you don't start to pick up old habits because of the worrying, okay? That's very, very specific as well. Anyways, that's what I have for you. I hope this information helped and bless. Drink some tea at night. Don't forget to like the video. Thank you so much. Leo for Thursday. All right. Let's see, Father, what do you have for Leo for Thursday? Oh, that came quick. The Tower. Ooh, how many towers you gonna get, Leo? I saw a comment like last week sometime where the lady was like, why is there so many negative things for Leo? And I'm like, I'm just the messenger, y'all. I don't know what Leo y'all are going through, but y'all are going through a big process of, like, think of it as renovating a house, okay? Everything's gotta go. Everything's gotta go. And because you're renovating a house, I mean, like, the plumbing's got to be uprooted. The electricity, all the wiring has to go. All the furniture, we done with that. We done with the old. Out with the old, in with the new. So you're going through a huge transformation in your life. And because of that, you got to, first off, gut everything out. And then you start the rebuild. So I'm not sure. So for some of you guys, y'all were starting the rebuild process. For others of you guys, y'all are still cleaning out the house. Take this analogy as it applies in your life, because I am seeing that. I'm not trying to be negative towards Leos. I don't even know too many Leos, to be honest. I'm just reading the energy as I'm sent here to do. This is just my purpose. This is just my gift, and I'm just sharing it, okay? I don't know why it keeps coming out as tower moments and things happening. Towers are just tests. When you go through a test, you upgrade. And I know you're tired of getting tested, and I know you're tired of going through all these upgrades. I feel like you get a midterm or a quiz every other week, Leo. But just think of it as you're renovating, and that's a good thing. You're going to love the finished product, okay? You're going to love it, because you get to choose now what you invite in. You get to choose what you do next. You get to choose. Strength card and the Ace of Wands. I can't make this up. Even though, like I said, the lady was saying that some of the stuff was negative, there's always some hope here. Father's asking that you have the strength. Be patient as all of this stuff takes place in your life. Be patient. Have the strength to understand that. Be encouraged. Ace of Wands talks about encouragement all the time. Be encouraged no matter what's going on. And then the song comes to mind. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Sometimes you have to speak victory during the test. He said, no matter what you feel, speak the words and you will be healed. Speak over yourself, encourage yourself in the Lord. Amen. Okay. All right. I hope that helped and blessed, okay? Ace of Wands at the bottom here. Be encouraged, okay? This is a new opportunity, a new life, a new path here, and it's lovely. Again, you're renovating a house right now, and it's going to be beautiful. You're going to love the end result. Just stay faithful. That's what I have for you. I hope this information helped and blessed. Don't forget to like the video. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Hi, Virgo. Hello. Virgo for Thursday. Okay, Father, let's see. What do you have for Virgo for Thursday? All right, we got the Five of Wands. Be careful about some drama around you. I feel like you're going to get into it with somebody. I'm sorry to say this, okay? I'm not speaking that into your life. I'm just saying what I'm seeing, which is you getting into it with somebody. This could be a family member. This could be mother, daughter, sister, brother, kid. Or it could be, you know, a coworker or somebody like a romantic partner. But I am seeing some kind of like spat going on here, okay? I'm hearing spat. We got the Three of Cups. I can't make this up. This looks like family here in the Justice card, okay? Three of Cups talks about, you know, like family and things like that, or friends. This is drama within a, like, you know, you could be trying to give them advice or trying to help them with their life. They don't want to hear that. They're not trying to hear what you got to say, okay? They're not picking up what you laying down, and that's okay. Agree to disagree is what I'm hearing. Agree to disagree. Because what they do with their life has nothing to do with you. Even though, especially if you're a parent, or especially if you have like a very, like, you know, a romantic partner and you're trying to show them the way and they don't want to see it, you can't sacrifice y'all's relationship because they're being stubborn. I'm hearing some stubbornness here, okay? So let the scales balance on their own. You don't have to actually influence. You said your piece. You said what you had to say. They might not like it. You might not like that they didn't like it. But let that balance out. Basically, just let it all fizz out. Let the dust settle, okay? Don't try to make something agreeable between the two of you guys, because you're not going to see eye to eye, especially until they go through that. Whatever it is you're giving advice on, until they go through it themselves and see for themselves. Because sometimes people got to go through their own stuff. You know, if you tell somebody not to microwave foil and they decide they want to put the foil in the microwave, okay, you know, let them experience it. Let them see the stuff light up. Let them get the whole experience. Unfortunately, but fortunately, you know, and you have to remove yourself from the equation at that point. Sit back and watch it. As I split the deck, we got the Six of Wands. Yeah, there's victory here. They're going to learn, okay, regardless. They're going to learn because the scales come. Justice comes. Truth comes. All right, justice comes out of this. So regardless if it's you or, you know, them learning from, you know, their own experience, they're going to learn. So Six of Wands. So again, just let them do, you know, you don't always have to agree. This is a disagreement between you and a family member or a loved one or something like that, a friend. Let it go. All right. Let Father handle that one. That's what I have for you. I hope this information helped and blessed. Don't forget to like the video. Thank you. Libra for Thursday. All right. Father, what do you have for Libra for Thursday? Five of Wands. That's actually kind of funny because I just did Virgo and they got the Five of Wands too. Don't let me, don't get into it with no Virgo. Anyways, you could be a Virgo Libra cusp. I don't know. But I am seeing somebody getting into it, okay? Be careful though. Walk away from this disagreement. I'm getting the same energy, to be honest. And I know I shuffled these cards really, really well, okay? And I know I moved on from that energy. I have my way of doing things. So I'm just saying this, Libra. There may be some drama or some conflict or whatever. You know, I'm seeing that you're kind of like telling yourself, okay, whatever. Not my monkey, not my show. This is nothing to do with me. Said what I had to say and I'm moving forward. The Moon and the Three of Swords. You've already healed from whatever this is. Confirmation, excuse me. You've already healed from whatever this is. If somebody's arguing with you, you're letting it go because you have a space in your heart that's already healed from this. You're recognizing sometimes that people project, and this is somebody projecting. And a lot of times that projection, you could be like, okay, I see you projecting. Not going to participate in this argument. This has nothing to do with me because there's the Moon here. This is somebody else's fears. This is their insecurities. Okay? And you know that. The Three of Swords is here. That's so crazy and interesting because it's like, It's interesting because it's like, you know, Three of Swords talks about healing that heart of yours and things like that. But you're so healed that you're looking at this or whatever this drama or conflict is, and you're saying, okay, that's their insecurity, that's their stuff. Again, like I said, not my monkey, not my show, okay? Because right underneath that is the High Priestess. Your inner knowing is there. You already see through a lot of this, okay? So you're trusting in your intuition on this one. You're like, I know that this is not my energy. I know whatever they're arguing about or mad about or insecure about has nothing to do with me. I feel that, Libra. I feel that completely, all right? Underneath that, we got the Ace of Cups. You got nothing but love for this person regardless, okay? Again, this could be a friend or a family member or a loved one, but I am seeing the drama, the conflict ensue. But again, I'm not seeing you interact with it because, you know, it's not your drama to even solve. You're like, that's their insecurity. They got to figure that out, okay? I still got love. I'm still open arms, you know, whatever it is. Anyways, that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope this information helped and blessed. Don't forget to like the video. Don't let anybody project their energy on you, especially negative energy, you know, unless it's contagious like love and happiness and joy. But you know that already. That's what I have for you. Don't forget to like the video. Thank you. Scorpio for Thursday. All right, Scorpio. Let's see, Father, what do you have for Scorpio for Thursday? Scorpio. Ooh, we got the Nine of Pentacles, but sideways. I feel like some days you just want to be alone. And some days you want to be around people and you want to interact with people. But I'm hearing that some days you want to be alone and some days you're like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll be around people. I'm feeling a bit of antisocial, but it's not in a negative way. It's because you enjoy your own company. All right? I'm hearing that you enjoy your own company. You don't need nobody to watch a movie with you. You don't need nobody to go out to eat with you. You don't need nobody to drink with you or, you know, go out for coffee because you enjoy doing these things by yourself. It's the little things for you. But then you recognize, like, okay, I'll be alone a lot. And let me go ahead and invite some people around, some cousins, some friends, some uncles, some aunties, some, you know, I guess I'll let y'all come with me to the comedy club or wherever you go, whatever you do. You know what I'm saying, Scorpio? The Hierophant and the Empress. Yeah, this is all because you like to spiritually be alone. You like to self-care. You love self-love. You love to do things that excite you and make you happy and make you smile. And regardless of what other people do, too many energies around you create too many energies. You know what I'm saying? You know how to balance your own energy. You know that it's a spiritual thing too. For some reason, I'm seeing somebody like reading their Bible like at a coffee shop or something. Maybe you like to read your Bible alone. You like to be alone because you like to do certain things. You like to watch TV and read or, you know, do certain things that you couldn't do around in a group setting. All right. We got the Hierophant, like I said. That has a lot to do with your spirituality. And the Empress card. Lots and lots of self-care and self-love. You love yourself so much. You know, not in a selfish way. You just know that you need time to yourself sometimes. And okay, yeah, maybe sometimes I'll invite some people to enjoy that time with me. But I really like to, it's small things that people need things for. Like, it's one of those things, Scorpio, where like, you know how people like need somebody to go to the movies with them? You're like, no, I'm perfectly fine going to the movies by myself. Matter of fact, I enjoy it that way. I like to be able to like put my stuff on this seat and have, you know, the space and not have to talk to nobody about what's going on in the movie. I can talk out loud to the screen if I feel like it, you know, that kind of thing. Knight of Swords. Yeah, you're very focused on your own self-care and self-worth. Knight of Swords, very focused on you right now, okay? But again, you're kind of like, oh, I guess I'll add some people to the equation. Because right underneath the Empress, the self-care, self-love is the Two of Swords. I guess I'll add some people. Two of Swords is all about making a decision. Like, okay, I guess I'll add some people to that equation. Anyways, that's what I have for you. I hope this information helped and blessed, Scorpio. Don't forget to like the video. I always appreciate your time. Thank you. Sagittarius, hello. Okay, this is your Thursday horoscope. Let's see, Father, what do you have for Sag for Thursday? Sagittarius for Thursday, Father. Oh, we got the Emperor in reverse. Okay, it's time to get organized. It's time to get organized. Time to get organized. Time to strategize. I'm hearing, what's my next move? What's my next move? What I got? What's next? What's next? What's next? You're kind of like a little bit all over the place when it comes to that. The Emperor in reverse means that you're not too sure. You're not standing on what you know to be true on your next step. You don't feel like the next step is very firm, but this also has a lot to do with your organization. Organizing your thoughts. Write them down. If you have a lot of ideas that are coming to you all at once, write them down and then prioritize them. It don't matter if you use a couple of sheets of paper. Take one sheet, write down all your thoughts. Take the next sheet, take those thoughts, put them in order. Take that sheet, and then how are we going to execute it? But it all starts with a clean house. Outside and inside. I mean a clean house, like a clean environment, clean your living room, clean your kitchen, clean wherever space that you're going to be doing this in. And then also cleaning your house, like your body, okay? Drink your tea, drink your water, eat your fruit, things like that. Organize. Time to get things in order, okay? You feeling off balance because you are a little bit off balance. Not in a negative way, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, there's no really negative or positive way. But you're a little off balance. You're feeling a little off. And that's because you just need to organize. It's, you know, pick up those clothes, pick up those dishes, put those dishes away. Time to take them clothes that you've been waiting to fold and put them up, okay? All right. We got the Hermit card and the Hangman. You're feeling kind of stuck. And the only way to know what your next step is, the Hermit is like, what's my next step? Father's highlighting step by step. One thing about the Hermit is that he carries that little lantern. And that's God illuminating each step. As you take one step, you take another step. That means you don't know the whole path yet. That means you got to be very aware that he's only showing you a little bit at a time, okay? And the Hangman, like I said, you don't know what your next step is. I didn't even see that card because I'm not familiar with this deck. I'm not familiar with it because they all are the same color. It's not like I can get a preview of anything. But yeah, the Hangman, like I told you, very, very much not knowing what your next step is. But now is the time to reflect on that. Now is the time to plan that. Whatever you're hearing from Father, write it down, okay? Because he's directing your path, okay? I just keep hearing directing your path. Seven of Swords, you feel like, what is that called? Imposter syndrome. You feel like, well, maybe I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, or maybe I'm not where I'm. Stop it. Stop it right now. Seven of Swords. Do not be in denial. This is the path you are on. You're on a good path, okay? I'm just saying that, you know, even Will Smith had imposter syndrome. A lot of actors and stars and stuff like that, they get imposter syndrome. Like, oh my gosh, I just won all these awards. Am I really like supposed to be doing this? Or should I be doing something else? He's giving you step by step, meaning you're only going to know a little bit and a little bit. Who knows? You could be like, what's that guy? I think John Legend and Jennifer Hudson both have all four of those awards where they like have a Grammy, they have a Tony Award. I forgot what the other two were. But they like, you know, they've mastered all different types of things. You don't have to pick one. Don't think because you're not in one location that you're not in the right path, okay? Will Smith started off like, wasn't he a rapper first and then he acts? And then he, you know, motivational speaker. All of that. Don't think you have to just pick one. That's what I got for you, Sagittarius. I hope that helped and blessed, all right? Don't forget to like the video. I appreciate your time always. Thank you. Capricorn for Thursday. All right, let's see, Father, what do you have for Capricorn for Thursday? Capricorn. Page of Wands, okay? This kind of came a little sideways, but not really. It's like leaned a little bit. All right, there's some new opportunities on the horizon for you. I'm hearing opportunities in love. Opportunities in love. The World card and the Ten of Swords. Okay, endings that bring new beginnings. There's something that you closed out. You closed the cycle. Something ended. I feel like this is like the worrying. The whole thing of like when and how. And it's just acceptance now. It's accepting that this is like a new cycle. This is like, okay, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not overthinking anything. I'm not obsessing over anything or anyone. Excuse me, confirmation. This is you just like, you know, going with the flow of life right now. Page of Wands talks about just being open to things, open to something new right now. You're no longer worried about the past. You're no longer worried about past loves. And what's the song? Oh man, I hate when I channel Drake because I don't like Drake. But he say, you ain't worried about no lover in the past tense. You already had them. Work at 8 a.m. Finish round 5. What song is that? Nice for what? What you got to be nice for? You know your path. You know what you're doing. You know that you're open to love. You're open to life. You're just open, okay? You're keeping your heart open here because there's something that had to end. You had to stop overthinking when it came to a connection here, okay? Let's split the deck and get more information. 7 of Cups. Okay, you broke free of illusions and things that were just kind of, you know, the fantasy. Sometimes we hang on to people because we just keep thinking like, what if it changes? What if they get better? What if things get better? What if things improve? You're finally ready to say, okay, that ended. If something starts again, you're open to that, like a reunion of some kind, but you're no longer holding on to the past illusion of what love was in that relationship or what it, you know, could have been. Because sometimes we hold on to what things could be. Those are illusions in our head. You're letting that go. You're learning the lesson when it comes down to that. All right? You could have met somebody in the past and like, you know, you thought they were perfect. And for a while you hung on to the idea of this is my person. You know, things are over, but you're still thinking like, well, maybe they'll come back. Maybe the house, the car, the kids, all of that is still going to come. And you're breaking free and have broken free of illusions of that. Okay? 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, and you've been very, very patient when it comes down to it. You know that new things are on the horizon for sure because you deserve it. Especially after you learn a lesson. Right after that, we got the Knight of Cups. Something or somebody comes in with love. Okay? Yeah, I can't make this up. This is all about love, Capricorn. Anyways, again, when you break free of illusions and things like that, you really start to see, even if it's a reunion, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. You're just open. You're not hanging on to the idea of like, it's got to be this person or it's got to do this and it's got to. You're just like, you know, love, if love comes, if this person gets it right, if they, you know, again, letting go of the idea of, oh, we were supposed to get married, we were supposed to have kids, we were supposed to do this, that, and whatever. You're like, look, and if somebody new comes, then you're open to that too. Knight of Cups talks about somebody new, a new romantic thing, a new romantic chapter starting in your life, okay? Could be with somebody from your past or it could be somebody, you know, new coming through. That's what I have for you, bars. All right, Father. Anyways, that's what I have for you. I hope this information helped and blessed. Don't forget to like the video. Thank you so much for your time, as usual. Aquarius for Thursday. All right, let's see. Aquarius, Aqua. 7 of Swords sideways is still something that you're not trusting in yourself about. 7 of Swords sideways. Okay. Still got a little denial when it comes to things. Still not truly trusting things, okay? 7 of Swords on sideways, all right? We got the Death card and the 9 of Wands. Yeah, you need to get rid of that defensiveness. Open your heart. Open your heart. Open your heart. You need to get rid of that defensiveness. Hanging on to something that, you know, no longer serves you. Definitely, all right? And being in denial about it. Like, no, you know, I'm not being delulu. You kind of are a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Split the deck, Page of Wands. Yeah, it's time to just be free and start something fresh. Wipe the slate completely clean. Your idea of what something was in the past or your idea of the future, wipe it completely clean. It's time to start fresh is what I'm hearing. Okay? So stop overthinking. Stop putting yourself in this, you know, delusional land of, you know, just not trusting yourself, not trusting what you truly want in life, which is like, you know, something that feels right, something that ignites your passion, something that feels like it's open. This is a new adventure. This is new for you. And so you got to let go of some of the lies you tell yourself, okay? And some of the things that you believe and don't believe. You got to change that whole system up right now, okay? Let it go. Death to that. All right? The Death card. Death to that. Time to transform that. Transmute that into being open. Openness, okay? 8 of Swords. You're doing this to yourself. I can't make this up. 7 of Swords sometimes could be a liar, somebody around you lying or something like that. But I knew that was you. I knew that was you, Aquarius. 8 of Swords talks about you being in your own head, okay? That mental prison that you create for yourself. So it's time to see things for the truth of what it really is and what it's not, and accept the truth of a matter. Whether it's love or your career or something, you got to stop being in denial about something. Time to get out of the land of Delulu and just accept it for what it is. 5 of Pentacles. This could have to do with your finances or your money or something like that. But yeah, it's time that you really start to accept your own truth and whatever the truth is in a situation. Sorry, that was kind of... Whatever the truth is in a situation, it's time you accept the truth for what it is. and be open to new experiences, new love, new whatever. Just be open. All right? Time to start fresh, new. That's what I have for you. I hope this information helped and blessed. Don't forget to like the video. I appreciate your time. As always, thank you. Pisces. All right, let's see, Father, what do you have for Pisces? Pisces. We got the Page of Wands in reverse. What's up with you and all these reverse cards, Pisces? All right. It's time to start something new, a new adventure, and you're like, nope, not me. I'm not ready. I'm too scared. That's almost like getting on a new ride, a new roller coaster or something. You're like, I don't feel like I'm prepared enough. And Father's like, you are prepared. He's prepared you already. All right? So don't be scared of this. This is a change in your life that is necessary. And you're like, like I've never went hiking before. I don't know if I like that. I don't know. This is opening your mind up to new things, new foods, new experiences. If you've never gone to a comedy club, if you've never gone to a play, if you've never gone to an opera, open your mind, expand your horizons, because right now you're rejecting this. Page of Wands upright is like that. Page of Wands in reverse is like there's an opportunity to expand your horizons, and you're like, nah, I don't want to try a steakhouse. I'm good with, just a meat patty. Give me ground beef. And they like, you sure you don't want to try a steak? I ain't never had that. That's what it's giving. I'm sorry. That's a dramatic example, Father. I'm just getting that from him. That's a dramatic example, but that's what it's giving. Okay, open yourself up. Or if you've never tried sushi or something, like, try new experiences. Okay, there are opportunities to try new experiences, so just open your mind to it. We got the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles. Open your mind to it. This could even be a new relationship. Open your mind to it. Or a new level of commitment. This is a higher level of commitment, okay? This is how you become more stable in your relationship if you are in a relationship. Trying new things. If you're not in a relationship, this is you trying out different, like different people. This is dating. This is not having sex with everybody. Disclaimer. I have to always put that disclaimer because that don't mean sleep around. All right. Anyways. The Hierophant, open your mind, try new things. Try new things with your partner if you have one. If you don't have one, it's time to try out new, different types. Get outside of your box of who your type is. Because you could like something else. You just never know if you never experienced it. As I split the deck, we got the Tower card. If you don't open your mind to it, it can be some kind of shakeup in your life that happens after that, okay? So that's what's next if you don't open your mind to things. This could mean, some rockiness in your relationship, if that's the case. This could mean, some loneliness creeps in and it hits you like a ton of bricks because you're not opening yourself up to new love. Anyways, that's what I have for you. I hope this information helped and blessed. Don't forget to like the video. Thank you.